All right, so I'm super excited because my new camera just came in. This is actually a Christmas gift that I'm getting a little bit early so that I have some time to play around with it before I leave on my trip. But it is the Canon G7X. It literally just came from the UPS man a few minutes ago. Has the flip-up screen and the battery is currently charging, so I can't film on it right now, obviously. But I will be starting to film on it next week. So I'll be really excited to do some comparisons of the iPhone 6, which is what I currently film on, and the Canon G7X. So that's my first update for this week. Next week I also have a gimbal coming in the mail, so I'll be able to start trying to film some action shots, some shots while I'm walking. I want to do a little video of my morning walk with my mom. My first experiment with the gimbal will be I walk around the neighborhood. I also just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, to all the Americans watching. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday with my family. We had some of the neighbors over. It was really nice. We made some champagne punch for everybody, and my mother's a fantastic cook, so we had delicious turkey. We make this dish called tourtière, which is a French-Canadian pork pie that is one of my favorite dishes for Thanksgiving and is also, thankfully, really delicious as leftovers. Unfortunately, neither of my sisters and their families could make it here for Thanksgiving. You know, we live in this day and age where everybody is remote and everything, so I was really grateful to be able to spend this Thanksgiving with my parents, since next year I will likely not be around myself and will potentially have a remote FaceTime or Skype Thanksgiving with folks and whatever type of dishes they have in the country that I'll be in. Next year won't be my first Thanksgiving away from home. I definitely did some in college, and one year I was actually in an airport on Thanksgiving going off to travel alone in Argentina. So this won't be new for me, but it is, of course, always really nice when you get to spend Thanksgiving with your family. So happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving, everybody out there. If you didn't catch it earlier this week, I posted a video with my dog Hyde. I hadn't seen him in a really long time, so that was really fun, and he remembered me, which just completely made my day. Just a couple of days ago, I received my first consulting paycheck. My first paycheck as an independent employee working for myself. It is moments like those that really start to make you feel like you're on your way and you can do whatever you set out to do. So that made for a really great milestone. And of course, I've already started spending the money, part of it on the camera, the gimbal that's coming in next week, and I'm also looking at video editing software. Right now I am using Camtasia, and I don't think I have some sort of advanced version. I think it's a pretty old copy, and it doesn't really do all that much. So I'm looking into Adobe Premiere Elements because I'm not a filmmaker, at least not yet. I'm kind of working towards that. And there's quite a few features. I just downloaded for now. I downloaded the 30-day demo version. There's also a Premiere version of Photoshop Elements that I got as well, because both of those tools have tons of features, and I've been looking at them online and I've been seeing everything that is available, and I think I want to start with something smaller and especially less expensive, since Adobe Premiere is $20 a month and Final Cut Pro is $300, and right now the Premiere Elements and Photoshop Elements has a Black Friday sale. So I think it's $80 for both. And I started experimenting. I'm trying to do a little intro animation for my channel. You see it on a lot of professional channels. As soon as they introduce the video, then they have their little flashy thing that comes up and then they continue on with the video. And I want to have something small like that just to brand the videos. And I think I'll be able to do that with Adobe Premiere Elements. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that with my new paycheck, as well as the camera and the gimbal. Earlier this week, I also worked on and released my first product review video. And that was kind of interesting, trying to film and figure out exactly what to talk about without, of course, because I love to talk, making the video too long. But I think it came out all right. It is a comparison of the BRX Explore Briggs & Riley carry-on suitcase and their baseline carry-on suitcase. And one of the things I tried to do to promote the video was I tweeted the video out to Briggs & Riley on their Twitter account, and they actually, I was hoping they would, and they did, they retweeted it. They don't have a ton of followers. I think they have maybe a couple thousand followers, but it got a bunch of views just from that. That was really exciting. And then another video that I did, I may have mentioned this, but one of my piano videos, because I've been learning piano, I'm in day 40 something at this point. And when I posted day 30 a couple weeks ago, a YouTuber named Discord tweeted it, wrote a little blog post on his website about it, and that one has about 417 views at this point, which is pretty exciting because my piano videos usually get less than 20 views. And according to YouTube Analytics, the videos are also coming up when people are searching for the app Musician. So I like the direction that that particular series is going, and it's probably my favorite mini project thus far. It's really easy to do. Obviously, I can just set up the camera in one spot and play some tunes, but it also, I think, is really demonstrating what it looks like when someone goes from beginner and hopefully progresses into a more advanced at a particular skill. And I think that's really valuable, especially once you get better at it and people can see how you were when you started. So like go back and look at the original videos and say, oh, okay, so you can in X number of days progress from not knowing anything to actually getting pretty good at something. So I'm going to continue on that series. And when I travel again, I'm hoping I can figure out a way to continue playing the piano because it's becoming a passion of mine. I play at least an hour a day. Yesterday, I think I did an hour and a half of practice. For next week, I'm continuing to work on the 2 consulting projects that I've been working on, continuing to generate some revenue, hopefully to fund more of my trip. I'll also be doing a lot of playing around with my new equipment. I've been watching videos by YouTubers like Peter McKinnon, who does a great series on how to become a better filmmaker and how to tell a story and how to use your camera to the best of its ability. And so I'm hoping to experiment with some of those things and see what I can do on the creative side. So please stay tuned for more to see what comes out of this channel. I really appreciate you sticking with me, and that's what's going on this week.